This is the resistance. What do we do now? This evil is unfolding, like it or not. It can unfold and you can lie there, or it can unfold and you can resist. There are practical means, things you can do. I intend to offer some in each volume of this new series, and we start with something you can accomplish by not doing. It is a week. We were asked to give him a chance. This is how he has wasted that chance. 33 hours after Hillary Clinton's concession, just had a very open and successful presidential election. Now professional protesters incited by the media are protesting. Very unfair. The morning he was to announce his first staff appointments. Wow, the New York Times is losing thousands of subscribers because of their very poor and highly inaccurate coverage of the Trump phenomena. The New York Times sent a letter to their subscribers apologizing for their bad coverage of me. I wonder if it will change. Doubt it. The New York Times states today that DJT believes more countries should acquire nuclear weapons. How dishonest they are. I never said this. 68 days until his inauguration, still bitching about his paranoid fantasies about the media, still lying about what he said during the campaign, still referring to himself in the third person, still obsessing over one newspaper as if he were 15 and it had refused to go with him to the junior prom. Give him a chance? What? In the hope that he will someday grow up enough to be able to see over the top of the Oval Office desk? We do not have time for the White House edition of Celebrity Apprentice starring President-elect Pussy Grabber. Give him a chance, because we're all supposed to pretend that this is a normal man and that was a normal election. Because we're all supposed to forget that the Russians interfered with the election and the involvement of the FBI at minimum affected the outcome. Because we're all going to follow the Washington Post and call them populists instead of white supremacists, even though they are white supremacists. Give him a chance. All we are saying is, give fascism a chance. Who knows? It might not be as bad as we think. It might not be a bottomless pit. This is not my president, and judging by the margin by which Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, at this rate it'll be larger than Kennedy over Nixon in 1960. This is not America's president either. And so we will resist. Each statement of substance or policy or intent will be met with one of resistance. Each action and event staged by this man who lost the popular vote will be met with protest by that resistance. Each politician whom he fooled with the charm from one of his other personalities, from the banana Republicans already lining up to lick his boots to the Democrats like this fathead Joe Manchin, will be rejected by that resistance. Since no Democratic or liberal politician has yet stepped forward out of the morass of Politics, Inc. to take on the responsibility of the resistance, I, with complete awareness of the presumptuousness and arrogance of this statement, volunteer myself, and I will gladly turn over all these burdens to any more legitimate and informed lawmaker or political or cultural leader who has the guts to take these burdens. I do not want violence. I am not proposing the overthrow of the government by any means other than legal and political. I think protests should be limited to Washington, Trump Tower, and the Trump hotels. I have no pie-in-the-sky plan to have the Electoral College alter the outcome somehow. I will even acquiesce to a President Pence. Just get this man out of here. And I will repeat what I said last week. This Trump is a profoundly and proactively self-destructive individual. It is now our sacred duty to help him finish his self-destruction. If it is going to be him destroyed at his own hands or democracy destroyed at his own hands, it is going to be him. And the first step is to complete the delegitimizing of his presidency and his election. Delegitimizing that he himself began. Who said the opinion polling was rigged? Who said the election itself was rigged? Who refused to say whether he would honor the outcome of that election? Why, the president-elect did. And he is the president-elect. We're supposed to give him a chance. We're supposed to believe him. Fine. I'll give him a chance. I'll believe what he said. I'll take his word for it. The polling was rigged. The election was rigged, and he is not bound to honor the outcome of the vote, and neither are we. Oh, and I'll also take his word for it about the Electoral College. Not his backfilling, cover-your-ass tweet from yesterday about its genius, nor its companion boast, which proves he will never get over being a president who lost the popular vote, that if there were no Electoral College, he would have simply won bigger. No, his tweets from the night of November 6, 2012, when Big Brother Trump thought Barack Obama would win the Electoral College vote, but lose the popular. He lost the popular vote by a lot, and on the election, We should have a revolution in this country. The phony Electoral College made a laughingstock out of our nation, the loser one. We can't let this happen. We should march on Washington and stop this travesty. Our nation is totally divided. Let's fight like hell and stop this great and disgusting injustice. The world is laughing at us. More votes equals a loss. Revolution. The election is a total sham and a travesty. We are not a democracy. Our country is now in serious and unprecedented trouble like never before. Those tweets, the president-elect deleted that night. But one other one is still alive on his account at last check. The Electoral College is a disaster for a democracy. A disaster for a democracy. Let's fight like hell and stop this great and disgusting injustice. More votes equals a loss. Revolution. So saith the almighty Trump. Whatever you wish, sir, you asked for it. Resist. Peace.